the other interesting draft choice, I guess, was the Street Profits over to SmackDown, and now they're linking up with Bobby Lashley. And listen, man, listen. As
it's for the culture, bro.
yes.
It's for the culture.
As three black men, we're gonna be on board for this one. I gotta say, and I can't tell what is coming of this, but I'm letting it happen. Let's go.
Yes, agree.
Let's
agree.
go.
With and that said, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say this real quick, and I'll let you go. And I said I watched that match on SmackDown, and I noticed two different things. Tez got this locked in look, bro. Like he got this Kobe Mamba look on his thing. Like he ain't laughing and doing all that shimmying no more. He like, but the
business
thing, but the main thing though, as much as I love my Michigan Wolverines and that Buckeye Dawkins been talking a lot of trash now, man. Like soon as he got that suit on, he been feeling himself, bro. And I'm here for it.
I love it. He talking cash shit.
I was getting ready to throw him in the trash about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yep.
And the reason why I think this is going to be genius is because Bobby's going to come back stronger than ever from the way they did him at Mania. And I just think that whatever plans they got, I don't know when they're going to all strike together. But the fact is, he's been out there. He's been on TV. They know it's coming, but it's just a matter of, they teasing it. But they don't. You still don't know who they're going to come after, and what's going to be their purpose. But
pause it right there. Right there, right? Think about this. You link them up with Bobby. They get strong. They do whatever they do.
That's going to be great.
And nobody's paying attention, and they attack the Bloodline. Like, we're not even there yet, right?
Bro.
Nobody from the outside of the Bloodline has interacted with the Bloodline. That's what I'm saying when I say, let it happen, people. Let whatever they decide to do, let them work it out. They're going to write stuff that we're not going to agree with. They're going to write stuff that they're not going to agree with. We have to let that happen. But the fact that we're getting the Street Profits with Bobby, that's a possibility. And let it happen, right? Like, that's to me, you add like an Omos to that situation.
Yeah.
Like, add MVP back and add Omos to that situation, and you go after the Bloodline? Come on.
It has been rumored that Roman's obviously, to your point, when we talk about how that can happen, how they can start that feud, it is rumored that Bobby is coming back and to be one of Roman's challengers.
He has to be, right? Like,
has to be.
Who else is as
because there's nothing. Yeah, there's nobody else.
Who else is as strong in this moment other than Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins?
Been there, done that, right?
You have nobody on the SmackDown side that's as strong that could handle that feud or handle that situation.
We're still going to see Seth and Roman.
Absolutely,
that's inevitable. But
absolutely,
but this will be the big feud to get this faction.
But there's so many things to play with, man. There's so many things to play with. And people wanted to end this right now. Yeah, right.
Did you guys see Bianca on the poster with them? So there's a poster out there with all four of them.
Come on, right?
So
put her with them and put Trinity with.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this injury angle, this injury angle that we talked about before we went live, this injury angle gives her a fresh start. And she comes back healed. I think she
has to come back.
Griff, me and you had talked about this. Griff, me and you had talked about this a lot of times about the Make a Wish. I'm glad that she's doing her face run, her title run. She did it for the kids. Like she did it. But she's she's facing that same crossroads that Bayley faced. It's only so, to be real, it's I think it's maybe a couple months overdue because she doesn't get the pop that she used to. People are her natural. I listen to other WWE parties. They don't like her because she has natural heel tendencies because of her character. Always talking about strong. Like I said, it's their opinion. It's what they say. But like, okay, strongest, when you think you're the EST of everything, like how can people get behind that when you think about it realistically?
But
So,
imagine
yeah.
NXT heel Bianca coming back, right? Like, and saying the
Yes.
things that she said, right?
No doubt. I
Like,
think that's
imagine
what
her
they need to
coming
do.
back and being the mouthpiece for them, right? Like, because let's be honest, that group may need a mouthpiece. That group may need a mouthpiece, but she could be it, right? Like, her and Tez could do all the talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give Bobby the mic, please.
Bobby
God,
don't need the mic at all. Just let him wreck people. But the key to it though, and I'll let you go, and I'll tap you in, Griff. The key to it though is really going to pop off, and it's going to be lit as hell if MVP get a hold of it and let MVP. That's, I think you looking at, in my opinion, I think Paul Heyman. I think there was a interview that Paul Heyman did. He actually gave MVP some flowers and saying that, who will you say talks the best cash shit behind me? And Paul said immediately MVP. And that's the reason. So I'm saying, like, if you already got Paul Heyman building you up, MVP can hold his own the mic. I think, I believe you have something if MVP can lead that group for sure. But yeah, go ahead, Griff. If he's gonna say something.
I was just trying to go back in time and think on which story, what rivalry it was. It might have been the Miz and Maurice. It might have been Edge and Beth. I can't remember. But the way I would tease Bianca entering with that faction and that group with them, it has to be Tez and Dawkins going a hot streak, like win, to a point a female going to like run into them backstage and just compliment, like, "Hey, y'all doing great," da da da, and then Bianca comes
like
out of nowhere,
a jealousy
like,
angle.
what you doing, mommy? That's how the Stevie teaser starts. So you got to teaser started somewhere with that.
Sure.
Then what's going to happen is next week that same chick, whoever it's going to be, going to run into Tez. Tez going to get some ice cream. I mean, get a Coca-Cola from the vending machine or something. And then it's going to be them one-on-one. And then all of a sudden Bianca said, I ain't talking no more. And she going to ambush her from behind. So to me, I feel like that would be the build to get her with them and then have that heel run. Because I think once that happens, she's going to get a new energy, a pop. Because now we're going to see that heel. Because we go back to like the heel Bianca NXT. She was the natural black chick that we always see all the time. Like, like hand in the face, like, And we saw a little bit of it.
She did a great job.
If you remember, we saw a little bit of it recently when Charlotte came back. Because when Charlotte got in her face, she said, "If you don't get your hand out my face," and she stole on her. Like hold on. Like, hey, I ain't like them other chicks you bullying around. Like, this me.
It's so long overdue.
Slightly teased it. Yeah.
I originally, and to your point, Jackie, what you said, them going after the bloodline, I was thinking Judgment Day, but they're on separate shows, so it has to be.
But to that point, there's no. I don't believe the line of the shows anymore. I don't believe that the draft.
Yeah, they blurred those lines.
I don't believe that. But also, like, the Judgment Day is what the Bloodline is on the opposite show.
On Raw, on Raw, yeah.
Right, so they're gonna stick around on that side of things, and I don't think we're gonna have too much interaction with them until it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we've met at this peak, and we have to fight this out. But I'm with you guys. I want Bianca to be involved in that situation. Here's the difference between us and the rest of the internet. If this does not happen, we are not going to blame anybody.
Right.
We are perfectly fine with fantasy booking this in our
life goes on
conversation and being okay with going outside in the real world and realizing that this conversation has no bearing whatsoever on anybody else, right? Anyway, last but not least,